Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Neoquest 2, our little nostalgia trip. At least for me. I don't think it is for a lot of people, judging by the lack of um, videos of this game available on YouTube. I talked in the last episode about how the reason I'm doing this is because this really hasn't been done before, and I want to make sure that this game is preserved, the whole playthrough of it. I want to be able to re-experience it should it ever disappear, which seems highly likely. I doubt the actual game itself is archived anywhere. So I want to make sure that, 10, 20, 30 years from now, if this game is just gone, that I can watch this playthrough and re-experience this game. Purely for nostalgia, because I don't really know if it's that good, but I think it's very impressive, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than I expected to so far. Forest Barrog, this is the first time we've seen this guy. I think these guys do a bit more damage. I maybe should have bought some potions, but that's okay. Probably be okay. If I get to the end and we're really hurting, then, maybe I'll leave or whatever. So we are in the Dark Cave. I said I am going to use some maps here because it can be very annoying finding your way through here because you don't really get to see a lot of the screen. Come on. It's got to load a little bit sometimes. Every once in a while it like really starts lagging. Come on. All right, maybe I need to leave and come back. There we go. Oh, so this is like the new site that I was talking about. This is what the site is going to look like. And you can see like they've lost a lot of the games. The old games, there are many more of. So I don't know if this is going to get left behind or not. Nope. All right, if you go to games, it goes to the new games. So we're going to search for Neoquest and go back right into the game here. There we go. Cave Loop. Oh man, he's pretty strong. We might have to grind a little bit more. We'll have to see. I mean, he's not doing much damage, so I think we're okay. We're currently level 4. You can see, I haven't actually pointed it out, but you can see as I progress, as I gain levels, we get less and less experience. Which, is pretty typical for RPGs. So we are making our way through this cave now. It's actually pretty hard to get lost in it. There's only a couple areas where you really want to make sure you are going the right way. So I'm really having fun with this so far though. Like it's a very chill game. Like I don't really have to concentrate on the like making sure I'm doing everything perfectly too much, at least not yet. It doesn't really ever get too stressful or anything. Because even though it gets harder, you get more party members, which help out a lot. Your last party member you get is a dedicated healer, which really helps a lot. After that point, you really don't even need potions anymore. Cave Spider. Yeah, so this is a Neopet pet. So there are pets in Neopets, and there are pets, which is a pet for your pet, and that is what a spider is. It is a pet. It is a pet that your pet can have. And you might be wondering, can the pets have pets? The answer is yes. There are pets, but that is as far as it goes. And I don't think you can actually like. I think pets are like hard to come by, and usually like random, whether you get them or not. But I'm not positive. I think you can buy them, but getting your pet to actually take care of them is like random. I'm not really sure how it works. I don't think I've ever actually gotten one. Actually, I might go ahead and show you guys my user page while we're here. I was thinking about doing like a bigger video on Neopets, where I go through like a bunch of the Flash games that might be lost. I don't know if I'll end up doing that or not. So, while we're already on Neopets, I might go ahead and just show off some of the things of the site, because you can just leave and come back whenever you'll. It's not like we have to worry about losing progress or anything like that, which is really nice. The site has been pretty fast today. Sometimes it's very laggy. I actually, when I used to play this game, like I was on a very slow computer, not great internet. Like I would have to wait forever for some pages to load, but I would do it, and I would just sit there waiting for every page to load. Like, I mean, this is like, it's so infuriating playing this on a slow computer, because every single thing needs to load the page. It takes forever. We need a couple of healing vials here. We got 15 actually, which is pretty good. So yeah, let me just show off my page for a minute here. So you can see it's 15 and a half years old. These were the hobbies I put in as a kid. I haven't changed them since. This was my guild that I used to be in. Where I actually did talk to some of those people outside of Neopets, but I never, I've lost touch with all of them at this point. Yeah, here's all my information. This was my shopkeeper, because if you have this as your shopkeeper, it gives you an avatar. This is what I named my Neo deck. Mwahahaha. I have 309 avatars. That was pretty much the biggest thing I liked collecting. And these are my 3 Neopets. When I played originally, there weren't like backgrounds and clothes and stuff that you see on a lot of Neopets now. So that wasn't there until my second wave of Neopets, like after I took my first break, and then it came back later. And I just wasn't really interested in it because it wasn't like what I remembered. So this is one of my other Neopets. It's a rookie. And this is one that's a mutant hissy. I don't really like this one. I zap them with what's called the lab ray sometimes, which randomly changes like the species and the color and stuff, and that's how I ended up with this guy. Now you can see he used to be a buzz, which is like a bee. That's also how I ended up with this robot Growl, but I stopped zapping him because I liked him. I guess I should say her. The lab ray can also change their gender. I don't actually have a pet on him, or her, but I do have one on some of these guys. This one is no name. I never named it. The Huggy. That is his pet. He's crying because I have neglected him. Like I said, I don't play very much now, so all my Neopets are sad. I don't know what's going on with his face. And then these are all my trophies. You can see I have the Neoquest 2 gold trophy, and I have the Neoquest 1 third place trophy, which means I beat it on normal difficulty. You beat it on normal, you get the bronze. Evil, you get the silver. Insane, you get the gold. And you have to do it in order, so you have to play through it at least 3 times to get the gold trophies for them. I really don't have anything special here. Mostly are just like easy trophies to get. I never was huge into trophy collecting because honestly I just wasn't very good. I can't go to the games tab or else it makes me go to the new version of the site, so I have to search for the Neoquest manually to get here. So that's our little aside for this episode. Now we'll focus on the game. Yeah, I think part of the reason I used to love this game as a kid though is just because it is so chill. Like I would just sit there like watching TV. I used to play in my parents' room and there was a computer, and like to the left of it was their TV, which I could see pretty easily from the computer. So I would, just sit there playing Neopets with the TV on, and I would just play this game, wait forever for every page to load while I was watching Nickelodeon or whatever. It was a pretty chill time. I remember very vividly playing this game while watching Danny Phantom. And another point, I remember watching My Life as a Teenage Robot. Minor Skeleton. We have not seen this guy. I think he's actually pretty strong. He's doing 6 damage, so not impossible. We are getting a lot of healing vials as drops, so that's helping a lot. We didn't miss it all, so that helps a lot. So those are kind of like the baseline enemies right now, because you could see they gave us 100 experience, which is kind of like the base of what a normal standard enemy will give you, that you're not too strong for, not too weak for. So here we are in the abandoned mine. I'm a little worried about the boss, but I think we'll be okay. I can maybe walk around and try to get that next level before going up to him. We're almost there. We have not been getting too many encounters. A minor ghost. Is he stronger than the other guy was? I think the other guy had 20 HP. Ooh, he's doing 10. Ooh, I stunned him. Good. All right, come on. I need to kill him. There we go. Yeah, he's doing 100. He gave me 110, so he's a little bit stronger than everybody else. So let's go ahead and heal. Oh, I got a flask this time, which heals 25. So I'll save that for the boss, just in case. I could have maybe bought some damage potions to throw at the boss. That probably would have been a good idea, but that's okay. That is going to be really important for the second boss, which is the first mandatory boss. That guy can be pretty difficult. So I remember needing some potions for him to like do damage. After him though, the game kind of becomes a breeze for a while because you get a second party member who's way stronger. We're getting really close to the boss here. It should actually appear on the page like right there. So there he is. So I don't know. Part of me wants to get this level. Oh look, I got another random event. Let's see. It doesn't tell me how much XP until the next level. I would feel more comfortable grinding it out here for a second. Assuming it doesn't take too long, which I don't think it will. It should only take a couple of enemies. One thing I never mentioned is the fact that you can see I have premium here, which helps a lot with the lag on the site because normally this site is plastered with ads, and I don't really like using ad blocker. Just it's kind of like a moral thing. I never realized I recover health every step I take. Every time I move, I recover 1 health. But yeah, I never really liked ad blocker. Like, I always just felt bad because, like I felt like I was like withholding money from people I was watching on YouTube and stuff. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Dang it. I got too close to him. Yeah, so I've never used ad blocker. But so premium helps a lot with the lag because it gets rid of all the ads that would normally be covering the site. The minor foreman says these halls were not meant for the living, so we'll have to make sure you aren't living anymore. I think this guy is a Kachik. That's the type of Neopet he looks like. It's hard to tell because he's so buff. Alright. We can probably beat this just fine. I just would have rather gotten that level. Got a good stun there. She used the healing flask probably. He does a decent amount of damage, but we have enough heals that... Oh my god, he did 17 there? Well, that's not good. I'm gonna need to heal a few times. Yeah, we might be able to heal scum our way through at least. As long as he's not doing 17 like consistently, then we're good. Got a nice crit. Alright, 1 hit away. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. There we go. Minor Foreman is defeated. The miner foreman screams, "No!" as he fades into nothingness. Suddenly, the oppressive darkness of the mine relents and everything becomes a bit brighter. The ghosts and skeletons infesting the mine have all vanished, released from their torment by the death of the foreman. Behind where the foreman stood, you see a magic teleportation orb. It looks like it'll send you back to the entrance of the mines. And we got a rusty chain tunic. And we got a level and 2 healing flasks. So we got some good stuff here. We got a level. We got so we got a point to spend. Let's go ahead and throw that into damage, I guess. And then I'm gonna put on that armor, first armor. And I think that's it. Now we need to just go back to the entrance. So that's kind of nice that they don't make you walk all the way back through. All right, so now I got to make a choice. Do I want to go back to town? I don't really think I do. I'm looking at the map here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna head east. Yeah, maps are, in my opinion, maps are pretty much a must for this game. You can easily get lost, and getting, like, exploring in this game is really not its strong suit, just with the nature of having to, like, go to a new page every single time and how long it can take to load sometimes. Right now, it's, like, doing really well. I'm actually really impressed with the, like, no amount of lag that we are getting. But it's not always like this. If you don't have good internet, if you don't have premium or an ad blocker at least, it's probably not this smooth. And just with the time of day, it's maybe not so smooth. You can actually see what time it is. This is a Neopean Standard Time, which is actually just Pacific time. I'm in Eastern time, so it's 1:39 here. So we need to head to the next, like, dungeon area with the first mandatory boss. But before I do that, I'm going to head to the town just to heal up. Our heals will no longer be free like they were with our mother, but I might be able to get some armor too. I'm going to keep the father's sword to use in the last battle because it's a cool little thing. You get like a special message and stuff for doing it, like every time you attack. So here's our first town. Let's talk to Jelthero. Welcome to White River. Normally I would extend every courtesy and hospitality to you that our humble town could afford, but ever since the problem with the bridge, the whole town's been in an uproar. This guy's an Ixie. That's the type of Neopet he is. What problem? Well, everything was fine until one day a few weeks ago. The town was going about its business as usual, when suddenly there was a crack of thunder, from a cloudless sky no less, and a wizard appeared out of thin air. What is this, Attack on Titan? He claimed that he would rule all these lands, and then cast a spell at the bridge. The bridge magically lifted itself up, and despite all our efforts, we've been unable to force it back down. Now nobody can cross the river. Who was the wizard? The wizard was an elefante, dressed in robes, and with a mad gleam in his eyes. So an elefante is a Neopet that looks like an elephant. Surprise, surprise. He frightened the wits out of me, I must say. After he cast that spell upon the bridge, he cackled maniacally and then disappeared into thin air. I have no idea where to find him, though, or how to make him reverse the spell. What can you tell me about this town? White River was founded ages ago, before recorded time. It was built at the narrowest point along the White River itself to make passage of the northern marches easier. Naturally, a town grew up here. Most of the citizens are either minor wizards or merchants, dealing in trade with other cities in Meridel. Okay. So Meridel is the like overall area we're in right now. There's 5 areas in the game, which are all areas of Neopets. And this is kind of like a countryside, which is how I got my thumbnail. I couldn't really find any like, oh look, we can buy this. I need a little bit more gold though. All right. Yeah, I couldn't really find any like actual Neopets images to use in my thumbnail, so I just used like a countryside one. And when we get to the next place, I'll use like, you know, whatever the next place is. I think it's a snow area. So I'll use like a snowy background. I'm not actually going to heal right now. I just want to see how much it is. I want to, I think, grind to get enough gold. Whoops. For the iron sword, at least. Welcome to my tavern. Although it's not much of a tavern these days, what with the bridge and all, we can't even get any ale. So there's not really anything to drink, but if you want a room for the night, it'll be 35 gold pieces. I'm surprised that they have ale in this game. That they didn't like make it like milk or something like Zelda does. So 35 gold is, wow, that's actually kind of a lot. What can you tell me about this town? White River's a peaceful town. The bit with the wizards showing up was more excitement than we've seen in all my lifetime. Normally we have just a few wizards who quietly practice their magics, and then the tradesmen who pass through frequently. They ship all manners of goods here, or through here. Although business has dried up a bit now that the bridge is unusable. All right. Whoops. Talk to Bowler. Or Bolar. I haven't had a drop to drink in weeks, ever since that dang wizard showed up. Horxus keeps saying he'll get some ale soon, but I don't know. Calm down, man. You'll get your ale. Alright, there's one more guy down here. Like I said, I'm using a map, which I think is basically mandatory for this game because getting lost and exploring is not very fun with how long it takes. At least there's no enemies here. Yalvis opens his eyes and yawns. What do you want? You woke me up. I'm trying to catch some shut-eye here. Why don't you go to do something more useful, like kill that wizard who froze the bridge? Yalvis turns over on the bed and goes back to sleep. Yalvis is what's called a Kiri. That's the type of Neopet he is. I might not remember all of their names, but most of them are like pretty ingrained in me because I played this so much. This guy is a Skeeth. And this guy is, ooh, what is the, it's a Tony? A Tani? What is that? It starts with a T. I don't remember exactly what it is. I think it's like a Tony or something. There's one more guy down here. So we can't get through here until we fix the bridge by going to beat the first mandatory boss. Come on. Gorgon. This is a walkie, which is just basically a cat. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anyone who needs to buy 500 pounds of omelet, would you? No thanks, I don't need any omelet. Oh, well, I guess it'll all just rot away then. I had it imported from across the eastern sea and was expecting to take it across the river, so I could sell it all around Meridel, but with the bridge stuck the way it is, I don't know how I'll ever make my money back. Can you tell me about White River? I spend a fair amount of time here. My trading business takes me all over Meridel. White River is just a small town, really, not much to see or do. Some of the wizards who live here make for interesting conversation if you enjoy that sort of thing. Alright. See what this person has to say. So this is where the bridge is. Or where the bridge should be. Our first party member is on the other side of the bridge. First new party member. So this is another Eerie. Adelon says, Dear me, the bridge is stuck in the raised position and is unusable. Curse that wizard for doing this to our town. What can you tell me about the wizard? His name is Zombomb. I've known him for years. He was actually a student of mine some time back. You see, I'm a wizard myself, but I hadn't seen him in several months when he appeared and cast that spell on our bridge. I don't know where he learned such powerful magics. I can't even figure out how to break the spell. I fear that his only demise will cause the spell's effects to end. I fear that only his demise will cause the spell's effects to end. Where can I find the wizard? It's only a rumor, but I've heard that he's taken up residence in an old ruined tower on an island in the sea northeast of here. The only way to get there, unless you can swim like a fish or fly like a bird, is an underwater cave that runs under the mountain and comes up again on the island. I'm not sure exactly where it is though. I think it lies where the forest meets the mountains to the north. So you're a wizard and you can fly. So why aren't you taking care of this problem? Why am I the one who has to do this? But whatever, I'll just go ahead and do it, I guess. So I'm going to grind a little bit before we make our way forward because I want to buy that iron sword. So I'm grinding for gold here. So I guess we'll It's not really called grinding, is it? It's called farming. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to cost a lot to heal, though. I guess I should go into hunting mode. So this is the Northern Marches. We have a Shadow Galert. So this is a Galert, which I was talking about earlier, is a dog, which is my Neopet's name. But, you know, he's clearly not a Galert because I zapped him with the Labray, which changed his species at some point. So how much gold am I getting? 11 gold pieces. So about 5 more. Could probably handle that. I might have to heal with our vials, though, instead of at the inn. We do need to heal here at one point, though, because I think if we don't, we're not going to end up back here, which I do really want to make sure that, you know, just in case we die, we'll come back here. I don't want to have to go back all the way to the other place. Not that it would take that much longer, but it would still be kind of annoying. Come on, there we go. Yeah, Plains Ages are pretty weak at this point. They're barely giving us any experience. If we see a Plains loop, it'll give us like nothing. So there's actually an avatar for losing to a Plains loop called Weakling. So a lot of people would start up the game, intentionally lose just to get the avatar, and then never play it again. Because you don't get the other avatars until like chapter 5, which is the last chapter. I think it's called Act 5, actually. Oh man. I'm just going to use a healing vial. We're getting some flasks at least. Well, I guess the only 2 we got were from the boss, actually. I don't think an enemy has given us one, at least outside of the mines. These guys are pretty strong, though. Like, these are just as strong as the guys in the mines were. So there was no... the Miner Foreman was an optional boss because... like, we could have just walked this way. We didn't actually have to beat him. This guy, Zombomb, he's the first mandatory boss because we do have to beat him in order to get the bridge down. I'm going to heal one more time. And then I am going to buy my sword. And then I'm going to battle a couple more times to get enough gold so that we can rest here to make sure that we come back here. So instead of doing the optional boss, if you wanted the Rusty Chain Tunic, you could just buy it here. It's just you would be grinding so much to do that. It's like, it's kind of like, why bother, you know? So I'm going to equip Rohan with that. It would actually be kind of nice to buy some of the damage potions, the blast potions, but we'd, between having to spend the gold to heal at the inn and like, you know, grinding for the gold to get the blast potions, we'd be here for a while. Which I don't necessarily know if I want to be. Justice prevails again. Sometimes they say things when they win, like randomly. So there's a Shadow Galert. And this is doing pretty good damage now. Our damage went up from, our base damage went up from 3 to 8. So pretty good. And we do actually get to see the armor. Not every game does that. So that's pretty cool. Got 12 gold. So I just want to get to 35 so we can heal at the end at least. I probably won't wait to get the blast potion. It would maybe be more necessary on a harder difficulty, but we are just playing on the easiest difficulty, so we can probably get by without them. It's just, like I said, hard at first because you only have one party member. Once you get the second party member, it gets a lot easier. It's kind of like Earthbound in that way, where just having Ness, it's pretty hard. But then once you get somebody else, it becomes significantly easier. If you think back to like the Mother 1 playthrough, the next character is kind of like, what was her name? What was the Paula of Mother 1? The girl with psychic powers. I really don't remember her name. This is driving me crazy. I can't remember, but it's like her. Oh, we got 35. There we go. Let's go ahead and heal at the inn in that case. I really don't want to die. This is pretty risky because I think he could kill me. All right, cool. All right, I should have taken it off hunting mode. Come on. In the first game, there's a sneaking mode. So there's sneaking, normal, and hunting. I don't know why they took the option away. You know, we don't even really need to heal ever. We could just come into town and take enough steps so that we just heal ourselves completely. Oh, is it capped? Oh, it looks like it might be capped. Yeah, it's not doing it anymore. Come on. That makes sense. That's okay. I just want to rest so that we start back here. If we die. Like I said, I think when we die, we lose the experience we've gained since the last level. So dying is not good. Let me look at the map here. We need to go this way. A woodland barog. Ooh, this is the strongest enemy we've seen. But we should be okay. So we're pretty strong now. And we're starting to get healing flasks from enemies, which is nice. So these are like the default guys now. I know it's going to be pretty tough getting to this boss because I think there are going to be a few points where we might get more than one enemy, which is hard to deal with when there's only one of us. That's actually only happened once so far. I think it happens more commonly as you get more party members, you know, which makes sense. That's how it should be. Man, I feel like I leave them with like 1 HP all the time. So I think we're right in here. There's actually trophies for like speedrunning this game. And if you get in like the top whatever, I don't know how many spaces it is, of like speedrunning times for normal mode, you get like a bronze trophy. For evil mode, you get like a silver trophy and so on. I think the fastest anybody's done normal mode has been like 6 hours. Granted, I'm sure it's not super competitive. I'm sure it could be done faster than that if people like really dedicated time to it. So in this cave, it looks like we just need to follow the puddles. Cave ogre. I feel like he's going to be doing damage. He's trying to crush us. All right. That's not too bad. Man, I always leave them with 1 damage. And then I miss. Come on. There we go. We should get a new level soon. Yeah, actually, we have like 1 more battle until we get the new level. I don't remember what the recommended level was. I used to like know this game so well, even though I've only played it 3 times total. Well, I've actually played it more than that because I did play it on my old account at least once, maybe twice. But I used to like remember exactly what the recommended levels were, like from like some guide. I don't even remember what guide I used to use, but I knew exactly like what level I was supposed to be for every boss. I want to put that in stunning, I think. I'm really liking the stuns. Whenever that happens, it's very nice. I'm gonna do that. And that's actually about all the time we have for today. So, let me know what you guys are thinking of this playthrough. I know it's quite different. This is possibly the first like Neoquest 2 Let's Play on YouTube. I mean, I couldn't find one. There might be one buried somewhere, but when I was searching for it, mostly unrelated things were coming up. which is, why I decided to do this, because I feel like this game should be archived in this way. So let me know what you're thinking of this. Let me know if you remember this game, if this is nostalgic for you. And I'll see you guys on the next one. We'll go beat the first mandatory boss. All right, have a great day. Bye.